Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
It's time to set it off.
Okay, Sean Kingston and his mother arrested on fraud charges. So he was arrested in California on Thursday, hours after his mother was taken into custody in Florida at the house that they raided. We got the report.
Broward Sheriff's Office raiding the Southwest Ranch's home of music star Sean Kingston Thursday morning after he was accused of not paying for a $150,000 entertainment system. The lawsuit was filed back in February, claiming he never paid for the merchandise. The attorney for the company outside of Kingston's home as the raid was taking place.
He says that he works with Justin Bieber and that he obviously puts on a big show here. This is a rental house. He doesn't own it. And he lures people using his celebrity into having them release things without him paying for it, and then he simply never pays.
You get raided and arrested for not paying for things?
I guess in Florida.
Yes, you do, depending on where you live.
Damn.
He ain't had to put him out there. He said he doesn't own it. He rents it. Yo, why do you have to put that in the report? But that's crazy. Anyway, his mother, Janice Turner, Kingston's mom, was arrested on fraud charges of her own. So when they raided the house, they got her. The raid was triggered by a lawsuit from Vera Entertainment. The suit claims that the singer has not paid for purchased items from the company, and Kingston lied to the company and claimed that he had a current and ongoing working relationship with Justin Bieber, and that he promised to make promotional videos with Justin Bieber for the company in exchange for reduced payments and credit toward the items that he purchased from them.
I thought you just get debt and bad credit, maybe some repossession.
Going crazy with the raid.
Because he lost the lawsuit, so I figured it would just be civilly, like he'd have to pay it back or they'd garnish his wages or something.
Mm-hmm. So the judgment was entered against Kingston in 2015 after he obtained $356,000 in watches without paying for them. Judgments were entered in 2016 and 2022 when he allegedly got $300,000 in jewelry and luxury watches worth over $1 million without payment. So, but he just made a post last night and it said, "People love negative energy. I am good, and so is my mother. My lawyers are handling everything as we speak." So,
and it was just an entertainment system? That must have been a hell of an entertainment system.
Probably movie theater and surround sound in the house and all that.
Oh,
there's all of that. Yeah,
you can tell I'm poor. All I'm thinking about is like a little TV, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little stereo.
So it's surround sound. I'm sure it's movie theaters. I'm sure it was things like that.
Yo, you're a clown. Anyway, okay. So there's another lawsuit that Diddy is hit with. A woman named April Lamppost came forward with the newest lawsuit against him. She claims that she met Diddy back in the 90s when she was a student at FIT. That's the fashion school in New York. She said Diddy offered her to mentor her in the fashion industry and eventually started showing signs that he was interested in her, sending her flowers and gifts and all of that. One night, she met up with him at a bar in Soho, where she claims she was overserved liquor. As she, after she claims they went to his room, she started to feel like the walls were closing in on her. She alleged that Diddy began to rape her, and although she was still conscious, she was too weak to fight back. She said when she woke up the next morning, naked, sore, and confused, she didn't hear from Diddy for several months until he reached out again, trying to see her again. She agreed because she was a hopeful yet naive college student who decided to give him a second chance. On the second date, she alleged that Diddy forced her to perform oral sex in the garage before they went to dinner.
The second date?
Yeah, the second date.
Second time they got up.
He forced her to give him fellatio, because I can't say that word right.
Yep.
Before giving him dinner. And she claims that a garage attendant saw them but didn't care. After that night, she started to avoid him and ignore his invitations, which she claims made Diddy angry. So she said he developed a mobster personality and started calling her nonstop and threatening to blackball her. Eventually, she gave in after Diddy demanded that she come to his apartment. She claims that when she got there, Diddy forced drugs down her throat and made her have sex with Kim Porter while Diddy masturbated. She claims that Diddy also raped her again, and she said she eventually broke things off with him in 1998, but claims she ran into Kim Porter at a restaurant that she was working at. And in the suit, she said Kim Porter told the restaurant that April had poisoned her, and that if they don't fire her, then Diddy gonna have the whole situation shut down. So the restaurant reportedly fired her after the incident. And about 3 years later, she claims she ran into Diddy at Rockefeller Center while he was dating J-Lo. After speaking briefly, Diddy ended up back at her apartment where she claims he violently grabbed her and forced himself on her, but she was able to fight him back, so he left. The suit also alleges that April believe that Diddy recorded their sexual encounters without her consent, because last year somebody told her boyfriend that they saw a video of her having sex with Diddy. So she is suing Diddy for sexual assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. She also listed Bad Boy Records, Arista, okay, and Sony. Arrest her.
No, it's Arista. Don't listen to him. It's Arista Records.
Okay. And Sony Music Entertainment as defendants, claiming that she sued them because they were enabling his crimes. And her attorney is Tyrone Blackburn, who also represents Rodney Jones, and Lisa Gardner, who are also suing Diddy. Tyrone also represents the woman who sued Diddy's son. I reported this a couple months ago with the lady who was on the yacht. Yeah, and
well, after we saw that video, with Cassie, it's gonna be hard to make people believe those things aren't true.
Correct.
Yeah.
And these lawyers have to be doing these cases pro bono at this point, because there is no way they are being hired and paid to go after Diddy, because Diddy not settling nothing now. He has no reason to. There's a whole video out of him brutally beating Cassie. He has nothing to hide. There's no reputation or brand to protect. He not settling nothing at this point.
But if you put that in front of a jury, after, I'm sure every jury
if it
member,
gets there though.
If he doesn't settle, you mean?
Yeah.
But if it does get to a jury, and the jury 9 times out of 10 seen the Cassie video, that was all over CNN. It was all over the place. Absolutely. What is the jury going to think?
Yeah, so you may settle so it don't get to jury trial. Yeah,
yep.
You're right. But I wonder why they don't pursue criminal cases. Are the statute of limitations up on criminal cases in these situations? Oh, okay.
No, man.
But that's what the LA. Remember the LA? They released that statement last week and said we can't prosecute them criminally.
But that was for assault, though. That was for something else. That wasn't for rape. Yeah.
But just to keep going back and running back into him and giving him chance after chance and all of that, it's just like, yo, no, he violated you the first time.
Some people that say that she felt like it would lose her career. That she felt like she would be blackballed. It felt like that if she didn't go back to him, that she wouldn't have have a chance to do what she wanted to do. So a lot of women feel that way.
Damn.
To go back to the abuser because they feel like that abuser would blackball them, would abuse them some more, would take it out on them.
Even when you was forced to give him fellatio in a garage and then you went to dinner, how awkward was dinner?
It's a cycle of abuse, though.
Crazy.
I don't know if that story is true or not, but
right.
it's a cycle of abuse, because you even think about in Cassie's situation, she said she left, but then when she got back to her apartment, she was like, you know what, let me go back and apologize, because she was caught up in a cycle of abuse, because she thought that he would be even angrier if she didn't go back. I can't understand it, but I've never been in that situation,
Yeah. I know Blackburn is working, though, so... That is Jess With The Mess.
All right. Thank you, Jess. When we come back, we got Front Page News. Morgan will be joining us from the Black Information Network, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.